We're out front of the Works in Detroit. Noel Sanger? Is it Sanger?
Sanger.
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 All right. Is that a southern pronunciation or?
Sanger.
Sanger.
Yeah, I think it was originally Singer, like 200 years ago or something, and someone, like the two John Singers were getting each other's mail, and one of them changed it to Sanger. That's the legend, anyway.
The legend behind the man.
The legend of the Sanger clan.
So how was your night here tonight?
It was fun. It was good.
First time in Detroit?
First time in Detroit. Definitely a good time.
Now, how was the feel compared to back home?
Well, back home, I just moved. So back home being the D.C. area, actually, since I moved, my first gig in D.C. is coming up in 2 weeks. Played there a lot. It's, I don't know, different and the same. But if back home you're talking about Orlando, Florida, where I just moved from, there is no scene going on in Orlando right now, unfortunately, because Orlando was really hot early on. I remember going in '95 to see, to hear Sasha, and 3,000 people were there at 7 o'clock in the morning in Orlando. Now, it's not like that at all, So I never, the last couple of years I was there, I didn't really play there.
Now, where's your favorite place to play been?
Well, it might sound like a little bit of a cliche because it's also like the most exotic and far away, but Tokyo was awesome. I had a great time when I was over there. So,
who's the next big DJ producer around?
Whew. I don't know. I have no idea, dude. That's like one of those questions, Like I honestly, it's all I can do to keep up with the remixes I have to finish, the tracks that I play when I go out and play, and my kids. So I couldn't tell you who the next big DJ is.
Okay, then what's up next for you?
Up next for me, I'm done. I won't get on an airplane for another month. I'm playing at Buzz Cubic in DC on the 21st, and I got some time in the studio, so I get to finish some stuff that's been lingering and needs to get done, and finish some studio stuff.
So some new releases. What do you expect?
New releases coming. Let's see, Soroya, Beautiful on Cold Harbor through Armada. I don't know when. Apparently, I just found out today that Nicholas Harding is remixing that. One Drop is a new one that I've got coming on Baroque Limited with my wife, Dalby, singing. My Prayer is coming out on release, also my wife, Dalby, singing on that. And Forget, coming out on Angora, a new label that's sort of based in, I guess, in Montreal and Istanbul, like the guys from Istanbul, but they live in Montreal. And that's got a Eunice remix on it that I think is pretty hot. And I don't remember. There's a bunch of other stuff coming to remixes and things like that. So it's probably like 10 releases, and then look at me covering my face. Probably like 10 releases in the next 6 months, like that. So.
When did DJing and production become full-time for you?
1996.
And do you think it's viable for those that are coming up in the scene? Is it a profitable future?
Well, it's an interesting question. It stopped being full-time for me around 2003. 2003. For like 2.5 years, I was teaching at a school called Full Sail in Orlando, which is like literally, it's a $500 million facility. It's disgusting, this place. And that was cool. I think I overstayed, because it kept me out of the studio, and it really slowed down what I was doing as far as productions and stuff, took my focus off what I needed to be doing. But it was also cool because I got to learn a lot. I've been making records a long time, but I've never really done things the right way, just do things, So it was cool to learn the right way to do things, some of which I disregard, some of which I value more than anything. But so now it's full-time again, which I'm excited about. But I don't know, dance music is become like pop music in that there's no middle class, there's no middle ground. 5 years ago, I was playing 7 or 8 cities a month. I would be really disappointed if I only played 5 cities in a month. And I'm not really a known DJ like that, but I was out there, I was traveling, I was playing, and it was working out. But the middle class has vanished, and so now you have a few superstars who are pulling in the crowds. And you have local DJs, and there's very little for us guys in the middle, So Will a viable underground scene emerge out of what's happened now? I think so. I think we're in a transition period, and I think that honestly, the music's better than it's ever been. That's what's exciting, is that I go out and play gigs now, and I'll get 150 or 200 people at some of these gigs where they are just so passionate. They know what's up. They know why they're there. You know what I mean? And it's not like, yeah, okay, I've opened for Tiesto all these times, and we'd have 3,000 people that are screaming and yelling, and they're there to see Tiesto, right? But there's just something special about that, like 200 people crowd that's just going off, and they're there for the right reason, and it's just a beautiful vibe. And I've been getting that so much lately that I'm just really inspired, and I'm really hopeful for the future of the scene and the music, really more than the scene, but the future of the music itself. You know?
Excellent. You must be get going, because it looks like your ride's about to leave and she's ready to go.